Dancing on the beat.
Yeah, word to God, it's your boy Black Child, you know what I mean, straight off Adventure Music. Shout out to Peter Grams, aka Hal Hefe, and the whole iconic Quest. Y'all already know what it is.
Fuck with the Inferno.
Breaking out the bitch right now, looking like a new bag of money. 2 cup when I pull up, told her back it up with no frontin'. Throwing hundreds in the air when the field, they started running like a marathon. 8K got a long range from the stretch, look like a fastball. Pitch that when I'm pissed off. Mac Dad and make a crisscross. 100 bitches, only 50 niggas, and the bitches about to have a dance off. This is as real as it get. Queen Latifah gotta set it off. 1 9 for the big skull, niggas about to call a nigga fed why? Tell it clap it. Only smack it if the ass off. 100,000 niggas moving with me, and they about to call a nigga FedCon. All I know is getting money. All my niggas 100. All my niggas got 50 shots. A lot of niggas don't want it. A lot of niggas be talking about what they ain't really about, cause they from big skull, niggas about to call a nigga fed why? Tell it clap it. Only smack it if the ass off.
Hey now, welcome, man. It's Gorgeous Radio. I'm your host, the one and only. I ain't lying. Comedy Bud.
Welcome to It's Gorgeous Radio. It's your boy DJ J-Rock.
Welcome to It's Gorgeous Radio. It's your girl Rose.
Man. How was y'all week, first of all?
It was okay.
To the co-hosts.
Pretty good.
So you got your new haircut, huh, y'all? Get it up for my DJ, man. DJ J-Rock. It's a nice long part, too, y'all. He gets old lady, that's old lady. Say, take it back a little more. Bobby, you sure? Do it a little more. 1.5 inch. Nah, man. How was your weekend, Rose? It's the beginning of the next one.
It was okay.
Yeah. Hey, man. Man, sitting with us today, man, we got Mr. Peter Guns. Nah, bullshit. Grams. He got Grams. How can I forget Grams?
Yeah.
I don't even know what he means, but
Hey, I used to do it for the grams, you know what I'm saying?
nah, for the grams or the
I used
grams.
to do it for the grams.
Oh, it's shit. And that ain't with the ass. What you was doing for the grams, man?
Everything ain't for everybody.
You ain't lying. I'm glad I ain't everybody. I am somebody. Not real shit. Where you from?
Well, I gotta tell the 2 cities, man.
He said, you about to tell a lie. You can tell the
I
2 cities.
gotta tell the 2 cities, man.
Okay.
I spent half of my life in Queens, New York. I spent half of my life in Sea Pleasant, Maryland. So.
Oh, Sea Pleasant, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Queens, first of all.
Yeah.
I ain't never been there, but I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lit though.
No. I ain't even been to Brooklyn and shit, but Sea Pleasant, my man, you know, my man from out Sea Pleasant, Kevin ran for sure. Them.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. Shout out to Kevin, man. He did that. He did that on the feet like that.
How long you been rapping?
Well, I don't rap. I used to. You know what I'm saying? I'm more on the executive side now. You know what I'm saying?
Right side, baby.
Yeah, I dabbled in rap back in the day, but now I'm trying to help other dudes get their careers together.
So you got like the management company.
Yeah. So what it is like we do management, but we kind of like, cause you know the way to go now is for artists to be independent and shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like going to a label is not really the thing to do like it once was. So we provide all the services that a label would give you if you're trying to stay independent and all that. So management, marketing, promotion, distribution.
So y'all saying non-profit organization, but I'm saying like that's how y'all saying like everything that everybody independent, but
yeah.
Okay, I just go not that. That's what it's about, man. You got to push yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't do everything by yourself, so you need a little help. So that's where y'all come in.
That's we coming in.
Okay.
You know, we give artists the game, you know, opportunity as well as education. We teach them what it's about.
So if I wanted some game, how much class cost?
Hey,
No.
I charge $100 an hour for consultation, brother.
So at the end of the game, I'm gonna get a certificate, and then I'll be Mackie Hogan.
There you go. You'll be certified.
I'm trying to go get a certificate. I ain't lying.
He's like, oh, bitch, people say, wait a minute.
Yeah,
You
man.
ain't-
I'm
you
pimp
ain't
and
going
training. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
7, and then I get my pimp. Yeah. Nah, but what made you want to get on that side? You was rapping, huh? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, actually, what happened was, to keep it 100, I was on the brink of getting a deal, but I had caught a bid. You know what I'm saying? I went down. So I did 5 years in the pen, and I was like, I had to really reevaluate my situation. Like, damn, yo, am I trying to be that 30-year-old rapper coming home trying to? So I'm like, you know what? Let me switch gears a little bit.
Or we can do like a cycle or something.
Yeah, hold up. We live. We got you. We gonna do one nephew. We got the live studio audience over here. Y'all can't see him
Let's
shake
do
the
cycle.
camera. I got you, man. So, we gonna get you in the building, baby.
Yeah.
We got another artist over here. He ain't get interviewed. He trying to get in, but show up.
So yeah, I was just like, man, I just really had to reevaluate my life. Like, damn, I caught this big, you know what I'm saying? That shit setting me back, you know what I mean? So, nigga come home, he ain't trying to be no 30-year-old rapper trying to feed his family and shit like that. So,
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
ain't
you know
trying
what?
to do it all rapping.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, man, let me switch gears real quick, you know what I mean? And just take what I know and help other artists get their careers together. You know what I mean?
For sure. You become an old head to this shit and you feel like Jack
Yeah.
stupid out here like this. Put your hands in the air. Like you're jumping around
that
shit.
shit kind of
35 years old.
corny, you know what
Tired
I mean?
of
Out
shit.
here looking crazy, you know what I mean?
Nah, for sure.
You don't want to be 40 like, yo, check out my mixtape. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? That shit ain't cool.
please listen to it, man. Please. You're the best they ever done it. They just ain't heard me yet. I got bars and wild on bars. They put them together.
Yeah,
Nah,
man.
real. So, what part of the city you from now? You say you live by East Pleasant?
No, I don't live in Sea Pleasant no more, but yeah, I played around a lot in Sea Pleasant. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
shit. The playgrounds everywhere, man. I know that. I ain't lying.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now I'm just kind of like moving around a little bit. You know what I mean? There's a lot of good things going on right now. You know, I had the privilege to start working with some good men. You know, working with Tony Reds.
Yeah, DJ Tony Red.
At PGC.
They said you used to work there too or something.
Nah. What it was is that I actually met Tony like maybe 3 months after I came home. I was fresh out. I didn't know who he was, to be honest, because he wasn't on the radio when I went in. You feel what I'm saying? So I had the privilege of meeting him, you know, and he and I had a conversation. I guess, you know, he was digging my energy. I was digging his energy. I told him I had some ideas of how, you know, we could take his shit to the next level.
Right.
He was like, all right, let's do it. You know what I mean? So we've been grinding ever since.
So you was manager, I mean not as manager, but
Not his manager.
indie artist, non-profit, but
Oh my
full-profit.
God. This nigga shit.
Nah, fuck with him.
Yeah,
You help them get the way he was trying to. I mean, you see the vision for.
Yeah, because what it is
Okay,
like,
yeah.
because radio is radio. You know what I'm saying? PGC is PGC. Shout out to PGC. But at the end of the day, what a lot of people got to realize is that, you know, a person like Tony, they're still a talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're still an artist. So it's like each artist, whether you sign to a label or you attach to a radio station or whatever, like, you're still responsible for making your brand be what it is.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So he already had people in place. Shout out to my big homie, CEO, Den BBU Enterprise, Earl, UMF Entertainment. Like, they was already in place working with Tony.
You said this shit fast. I was trying to keep up with you. Go ahead, say it again one more time. Right?
Shout out to my big homie, CEO Den, and shout out to my man Earl, UMF Entertainment. They were already in place, you know what I mean? And they had laid the foundation for Tony's brand and all of that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when I came in, you know, I was just like the new blood and shit, you feel me? It's like I had some fresh ideas, I had some fresh energy, and I came in and brought what I brought to the table. So together, as a unit, you know what I'm saying, we working on trying to.
Teamwork made the dream work.
That's a fact.
Now the DJ Tony Reds.
See, he hates that though, man. Like, it's not, because you know you got DJ Reds, you got Tony Reds. Like,
Yeah.
he's Tony Reds. Like, DJ Reds is a whole other person. So it's
I
like,
know, but they, you know, I know. I'm in the entertainment business myself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man. Man, what was the question? I really asked him. My name was. Excuse me. My Toby hurt from time to time. And shit. Yeah, so my doctor
You
said,
stepping too hard.
I can't do that. I dance in the chair like that. Good
get
dancing
the
mode
slow
right
up.
there, yeah. Can't get up and do it.
I agree.
Nah, real shit. What else we want to ask you, man? We got a lot of.
Sorry. What steps did you, or were you able to take in order for you to convert from where you are, where you started, to what you're doing now?
That's a good question.
5 years.
Yeah, that's a fact. So what happened was I had to do a lot of studying. You know what I mean? Because it was like, all right, I always had a business mind, but I always performed from like an artist standpoint. So now it's like, okay, if I want to be an executive and I want to run my own business and things like that, I have to learn what that is. So I studied while I was in prison. I studied the difference between an LLC, a sole proprietorship, partnership, S-type corporation, all these different things, and figured out which one would be best for what I was trying to do, right? And then I started studying publishing. I started studying the different type of royalties, like the difference between mechanical royalties and performance royalties. You know, I started studying distribution and all these different things. Because you know, when you're in prison, you got nothing but time in your hands. So I'm getting all this literature, so I'm studying, so I came home equipped. And that's what a lot of men, unfortunately, in the prison system don't do. They don't prepare themselves for the aftermath. It's like, niggas want to go in the yard and work out and get buffed so they look good when they come home. But
They say, fuck that shit, man. I'm going around this shit. I'm going to go out just like fuck that. I ain't tripping on that.
I ain't tripping on all that. I ain't chopping on no sexy shit. I'm trying to get it bad, you feel me? So I was just...
too. I know how to do it.
My niggas was in the yard strengthening their bodies, I was strengthening my mind and shit like that. So just a lot of studying, a lot of research, and just knowing exactly what it was I wanted to do, and then coming home and putting it in practice with no excuse.
Okay. You post like a lot of good reads on your Instagram. Would
Yes, ma'am.
any of the books that you post on your Instagram have anything to do with how your mindset changed while you were in custody?
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely, because I've always been like an intellect, you feel me? Like I always sought out information. But you know, I was ripping and running in the streets, you know what I'm saying? Like I come from the streets, like for real, so I didn't have the time to really sit down and get into literature like that. But when I was incarcerated, I was able to explore a lot of my interests, you know, spiritual, economical, business, philosophy, psychology, all these different things. So now I got a library at home, you know what I'm saying? And I still read, I'm an avid reader. So I try to share that with the world so they understand, like, yo, this is good for you, you know what I mean? Like, you should check this out. Like, this can really change your life and inspire you in different ways to do different things, because a lot of times as African Americans, we be fucked up. And it's like we be complaining like our credit bad, or, you know, we going through this, that, and the third type of toxic relationship, but that's only because we misinformed, you know what I'm saying? Because coming from the community we come from, we ain't taught about that kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? We're not taught how to have healthy relationships, like how two men can have a healthy relationship without hating on each other, you know what I'm saying? Or how a man and a woman can have a healthy relationship and understanding what he needs and what she needs, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of information out there I try to share with people that can help them, you know, strengthen their mind and, you know, get a different result out of their situation.
Hold on, you said two men have a relationship and then we argue and shit.
Nah, nigga, I'm talking about.
I got that. Oh, all right, you gotta determine the friendship and relationship between two men can have. I want to jump like nah.
Yeah.
Not that I got nothing against it, but you know what I'm saying.
No, I feel what you're saying, but yeah, like,
I
you know
want
what
to
I'm
straighten
saying?
that out.
Yeah, cause you know a lot of shit. You got niggas, man. Like I know niggas, man, who've been A1s, day ones, man. You know what I'm saying? And certain situations come about, but because they don't know how to handle it, they don't know how to communicate effectively. That could be the end of their relationship.
For sure.
When it didn't have to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, you my man
Communication
since
is
third grade,
everything.
and we gonna let this come between us, but that's because we don't know how to communicate properly. You know what I mean?
And that's everything.
That's everything. Yeah, no doubt.
Real shit, man. Yeah, you know, that's definitely one of my things, man. Communicate. You be communicating, bro.
I try to keep a clear line of communication.
Or you keep your mouth closed and just move and shit.
I think
Communication
it's
is
a
key to everything,
combination too for me. I try to not say much when it could be, you know, a little abrasive, but then sometimes I don't care and it'll just come out how it is.
Come on, how you feel?
So you're a good communicator, DJ.
Sometimes,
Right.
sometimes, I mean, it depends on what mood I'm in. Like, if I could be pissed off and I won't say shit to you.
I think everyone shut down, like, you know, yeah.
I mean, like, it basically depends on what situation it is.
Yeah, so So we ain't necessarily where you was from, like, you just told us where you be hustling. I mean, nah, you say you from Sea Pleasant, where you know?
Yeah,
So who you done work with in DC for as artists?
Oh
like?
shit, everybody. You know what I'm saying? From the biggest name to the smallest name. I mean,
Now I'm in between somewhere. Goddamn, you ain't working with me. I mean, I ain't the biggest.
You didn't come fuck with me, man. We be doing shit for the comedians too, man. We fucking with what's my man's name? Man. Damn, this name slipping my mind. His name slipping my mind right now. He gonna be pissed off. But yeah, we fuck with a lot of comedians, man.
Okay.
Because what we try to do is, like right now, we got different segments on Tony's show, and that's also what I do too. I'm the producer of some of the segments on Mr. 24/7 show, right?
Okay.
So what we try to do is we try to create a segment to showcase talent from every genre of entertainment business in DC. So like, for example, Monday, we got New Music Monday. And me and Tony were just having a conversation the other day where we want to implement the producer circle to where the producers can come on live on the air now and sit down and talk about what they do, showcase their
Once a
music.
week type shit, yeah.
Yeah. And then we got positive hip hop on Tuesday, we got trap music on Wednesday, we got R&B on Thursday, and we got DJs on Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Friday, I'm not
Yeah, that's a
I
fact.
definitely get DJ J-Rock in that mug.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. I mean, you know, J-Rock, that's my guy. He in there. That's a fact.
How does somebody get into contact with you in order to be featured on any one of those segments?
Yeah, what you handle?
Oh man, I got so many. Yeah, I got so many. Like,
Come on,
you
man.
can reach me.
The main joint that you be answering.
Well, if you want to answer, you gotta talk to my people. You know what I'm saying? Iconic Quest. You got the Iconic Quest demonstration. If you want to
Let the people
answer.
know in the camera, man, where they can reach you at. Man.
Yeah. So you can find me everything Peter Grams, Facebook Peter Grams, Instagram at Peter_Grams. You can also follow my company. That's where you're gonna get a response from. Like my man was talking about. If you want somebody to answer you, then holla at Iconic Quest, Iconic_Quest, and then they get back to you. ICONIC_QUEST. That's my company. You can also send an email to iconicquestent@gmail.com, and my people gonna get right back to you, and we gonna work.
Sorry.
Peter Gunn. I keep fighting.
And you wanna know what's funny about that? I met Peter Guns, right? He came through.
His name Peter Grams.
But he was like, I told him my name. He was like, Peter Grams.
That nigga 99 years old, man. He watched Peter Grams, man. We're gonna go to a commercial break. Come right back.
No doubt.
DJ J-Rock.
Young High.
We went over 15 minutes. Yeah, we went over 15 minutes. I ain't had my phone.
I just passed it to my man. She was
Supreme. Beat me up, Scotty. I run up the check like I run up the steps. And I just did it cause I wanna flex. Yeah. I hit that little bitch cause I wanna flex. Yeah. Flex on you niggas and flex on my ex. Yeah. I ain't never ran from nobody. I ain't never had no one beside me. All I ever needed was a check just to flex. All I ever needed was a check just to flex. 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 Tell that girl to meet me in the lobby. Fuck your best friend, girl, don't bring nobody. I'm in a coupe, I got room for 130. To tell the truth, don't got time for nobody. No one. You don't gotta tell me I know how to flex. You don't gotta tell me I know. I aim for your head like it's Michelin S. I aim for your head like I get to the money, I run up the check. I get to the money, I run it up. I'm taking your bitch and I'm getting a neck. I'm taking that bitch and I'm. All I ever really needed was a check. I got one question, where my money at? Pass it to me like a fucking running back. If I take her, she ain't coming back. I don't give a fuck if you want her back. You can have her back when I'm done with that. If the pussy good, then I'm coming back. Just a flex, just a flex. I'm so blessed, I'm so blessed. You look stressed, you look stressed. Get yourself a check, get a check. If you upset, you upset. Get it off your chest, get it off your chest. I know you mad, I know you're mad. I'm up next, I'm up next. I know you sick, I know your new girl is my ex. She my ex. I know she told you that I taught her how to flex. I got the sauce, I get the drip from my walk like on Famous Dex. Before I started walking, I was running up a check. What you expect? I run up the check like I run up the steps. And I just did it cause I wanna flex. Yeah. I hit that little bitch cause I wanna flex. Yeah. Flex on you niggas and flex on my ex. Yeah. I ain't never ran from nobody. I ain't never had no one beside me. All I ever needed was a check just to flex. All I ever needed was a check just to flex. 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 Just to flex.
Gotta match up a bank, gotta match up a bank. Keep up with the G, keep up with the G. Keep watching that get down, watching that never been at this level, at this level. Gotta match up a bank, gotta match up a bank. Keep up with the G, keep up with the G. Keep watching that. Don't say another word. Your nonsense is absurd. All we do is serve. On the haters they can swerve. Stacking on this game, making my own way. All we do is slay every single day. Don't say another word. Your nonsense is absurd. All we do is serve. On the haters they can swerve. Stacking on this game, making my own way. All we do is slay every single day. Every single day I supposed to get it, cause I ain't got time to play. I sit back and enjoy my day, map out how I'ma get this cake. Yeah, hold on to your seat, cause it's about to get serious. Swerve on them real hard when they getting curious. Go lab 'em, I'ma show you who's the dopest. Miss Toy got bars that's keeping you hopeless. Marketing strategies, what's really happening. Keep all the business to myself, that's why it's cracking. Most of all, keep making good investments. Shady ass business always keeping you restless. That's why you ain't never on my guest list. Too busy flossing and you really look helpless. I'ma get a game of lifeline, resuscitate and slay at the same damn time. Don't say another word. Your nonsense is absurd. All we do is serve. On the haters they can swerve. Stacking on this cake, making my own way. All we do is slay every single day. Every single day. They know I'm fly like every single way. Every time I stunt, I'm getting paid. They just want me to come because I slay. Been right here, staying my post. Miss Toy running the game on this coast. And I could brag about it and just boast. Quarterly, I'm checking about it, so let's toast. Learn how to drown them out and do the work. Watch them keep their hands in the mess and do the dirt. Twerking naked, where they all headed, and wonder why I'm so respected. It's getting kinda heavy, the game is weaker. The female division ain't had no good speakers. The tweakers gon' learn today, cause this not a drill, I'ma slay anyway. Hey, don't say another word. Your nonsense is absurd. All we do is serve. On the haters they can swerve. Stacking on this cake, making my own way. All we do is slay every single day. Don't say another word. Your nonsense is absurd. All we do is serve. On the haters they can swerve. Stacking on this cake, making my own way. All we do is slay every single day.
I ain't lying, we back.
Want to have a few more questions about how you started at Iconic Quest and like I know you said when you was coming home, you know what I'm saying, you had to switch up, you didn't want to be that 30-year-old rapper that's still trying to promote.
Right.
is there anybody else like that helped inspire you into wanting to do that?
Yeah, man. You know, like, I was born in '86, you know, so I grew up in the 90s. And, you know, 90s to me was like the golden era of music, period. You know what I mean? Like R&B, hip-hop, it was just ridiculous. Like, everything that came out was soul-touching. You know what I mean? So I really believed in that. So it was kind of like the era of movements, as far as I was concerned. Like, you had Master P with No Limit. You had Baby with Cash Money, Rough Riders, Rockefeller, Murder Inc. You know, they created dynasties, you know what I mean? So I grew up watching Puff, J, P, all these different ones, and they were relatable to me because it was like, yo, these niggas come from the same type of environments that I come from, you know what I'm saying? Broken homes, poverty-stricken environments, and it was like they took their situation and used it as motivation to create something greater, right? So I grew up studying them, you know? So I looked at my situation like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I'm locked up for a serious offense, you know what I mean? And this kind of like threw my life all the way off track. So am I going to allow this to destroy me, or am I going to use it as a catalyst to create something better for myself? So when I looked at people who came before me, like Puff, for example, a lot of people may or may not know this, but when Puff first started interning at Uptown, right? That was in New York. At that time, he was going to Howard University here in DC. So Puff ain't had no money because, you know, as an intern, they're not paying you.
Right.
So what he had to do was he had to stowaway on the train and the buses to get back and forth between New York and DC so he can go to school and work because he couldn't afford the transportation. So I'm like, wow. He didn't say, oh man, you know, I'm fucked up. I can't afford to do both, so I'm just going to let one go. Nah, he found a way. So that was inspiration for me to come home and find a way. You know what I mean? And I felt like DC haven't gotten its just due in this industry yet. So I had a passion for that too. Like, that was my motivation. I'm like, because I know so many talented niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even name on my hands and feet how many talented people I know in this area. But I feel like DC hasn't gotten this proper recognition and hasn't become a staple in the industry as of yet when it should. So I wanted to be a part of the people who led that movement and made that possible. You know what I mean? And that's what we've been working on. And we've been successful at it so far.
Like, how many artists you have like under you now?
Okay, so
you have signed?
yeah, so I work with artists all over the city, right? 'Cause that's just me doing what it is that I do. 'Cause I have a passion for it. But as far as signed artists that I exclusively represent, I would say about five. How about five? And leading that entity of Iconic Quest will be Hype, who comes out of Oxon Hill, and Tokyo Crow, who comes out of Reyes Park. You know, and Tokyo Crow, he's a special guy, man. Like, you know, he's super humble, he's super talented, and everybody knows him and loves him. You know what I mean? And we actually got a major situation on the table for Crow right now. You know what I mean? Like a major situation that we're trying to iron out. So, but exclusively, yeah, I represent about 5 people. Yeah. A lot of people want to work with Iconic Quest, but my thing is you have to understand that there's certain requirements that come along with being an artist. You know what I mean? It's not like back in the day because you think you got a hit record that you won't pop. It don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? It's so much more involved that an artist has to do now in order for you to be successful, and that's what I try to show them. You know what I mean? Like,
You ain't got to tell all the game, but tell some of the young artists out there, man, with some of the hoops
Oh,
and shit
yeah.
that they got to jump through.
oh yeah, that's a fact. So you gotta look at it like this: with the advancement of technology and the advancement of social media and all of that, right? It has taken the place of the label. So therefore, at once upon a time where you needed a label for distribution, to where we were still doing CDs and tapes, if it wasn't for the label, your CD would never go on the shelf in the Kent Mills or Sam Goodies or whatever, right? So now you have to take the responsibility of actually being the label. You have to fund it. So just because you got a good record, that don't mean shit, because it's 100 million rappers out here who are doing music. So what's going to set you apart from the rest of them? You understand? So what you need is, you need a brand. And a brand is going to serve as the foundation for everything that you do, right? So you have to be able to fund your music videos, fund your recording time. You have to be able to fund your marketing and promotional campaigns.
Don't give him too much, man. Don't give him too much.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
The game is should be sold. I told. I said a little bit. God dang. Hey, get to me off camera.
Yeah, but that's a little bit of what we teach these guys, man. And that's just not artists. That's comedians, actors, models. I mean,
slide that on there.
We work with all of them. You know what I'm saying? And then
Artist development type.
Show you how to be in business.
Yeah.
How did you start Iconic Quest in order for you to have at least, or for what you say, for 5 people to be signed under the label?
Oh man, yeah. I done had more people than that, but I had to let them go because they just weren't ready for this industry.
Mm-hmm.
But to answer your question, I had to first build the brand because when I came home from prison, nobody knew me. Nobody knew what I was capable of, so I had to show them. So I built a brand that later became a household name. You know what I'm saying? Like people, you mentioned, it's very few circles that you can mention Iconic Quest and nobody knows what you're talking about. Very few.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why is because I had to build a brand and a representation that people could identify with. So it's like, yo, when they see Iconic Quest, it's like, yo, I like that. It makes me feel good. It looks good. You understand what I'm saying? It represents what I represent. You understand? So once I started to show people that this became like a homely type of feel to where people feel welcome and comfortable, then it was like, oh, I want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Because here's this guy who come from the same struggles that I come from, and he was able to personify all of this and make it positive, right? So people's like, yeah, I want to do that too. So that's where I come in and say, okay, well, this is how I show you how to do it. You know what I mean?
Non-profit organization. $59.99.
So it's like a lot of people are, aspiring models or aspiring artists,
right,
or even producers or something like that. How do you go about increasing your fan base and making your name more of a household name?
That is an awesome question. So look, this is the thing. All right, when it comes down to being a model, an artist, producer, whatever it is that you do, DJ, comedian, whatever, I'm about to tell y'all some real shit. It's not about your talent, right? This is 2018. Because there's so many people that you have to compete with who does what you do, and they actually may be good at it. That's not the point.
Mm-hmm.
The point is to personify a lifestyle that people can relate to, right? So that's what social media comes in at, and people don't understand the power that social media holds. Because now it's like we're living in a time where we can control the perception of how people see us, right? So with social media, you have to personify a lifestyle that people can say, I relate to that. Like when I make certain posts, it's like, yo, he said the same shit we were just talking about the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah, that's 100. Like, that's how I feel, too. Like, you may not have said it, but you agree with what I just said.
So you don't agree with people putting on a show or flexing for the gram? You just
No.
want to be who they are?
Yeah, be who you are, because you got to understand. Don't just show yourself in an upward position.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got people who live a regular day-to-day life who's not always in an upward position.
So show everything.
Show everything. Like when you win,
you ain't showing yourself
lose.
crying and shit on the gram like this. I'm saying, boo, I'm sorry, boo.
Nah, you don't want to go that hard.
I'm sorry, boo.
Nah, you don't want to go that hard.
I know I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You don't want to go that hard. But you do want to show a sense of vulnerability, because it makes you human. And then it's like, you being a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're going through a bad relationship, issues on your job, whatever the case may be, that may not be necessarily pertaining to what you do professionally, but it shows who you are as a person. And
Right.
do you know how many women will be able to relate to that situation that you
Right.
dealt with,
Mm-hmm.
be it positive or negative?
Mm-hmm.
And now you just gain fans and followers, because it's like, yo, she's just like me. She goes through what I go through. She feel like how I feel. She thinks what I think.
Not only is it more relatable, but like if I'm actually speaking facts, then somebody will be able to touch on some words that I spoke on.
Absolutely. And that's the key. And that's what the brand is. So when I use the word brand, I'm simply speaking on your culture and your lifestyle. That's what your brand is. You're presenting your lifestyle to the public. So think about in the 90s. We didn't have social media or none of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever our favorite artist was, whether it was Project Pat or MC8 or Tupac or Biggie or whoever, we didn't know what type of lifestyle they really led except for what we heard on the record. But see, now with social media, we have an insight into what a person's lifestyle is really like. We know how people interact with their kids, what they eat for breakfast, what type of car they drive.
All the good shit, though. Only the good shit. Bitch named the greatest mom ever, and she look like she driving kids.
No, because I'm going to give you a prime
But
example.
ain't feeding them.
No, I'm going to give you a prime example. Jim Jones, I believe it was Christmas Day, the house that he bought his mom's. in Jersey. It burnt down to the ground on Christmas Day. So he posted a video of him standing outside of the house that burnt down that he bought for his mom on Christmas Day.
You gotta go fund me account, everybody pay for the house and help them. Feel sorry.
A man with a lot of money doesn't need to go funding. Unless the profits were going to a non-profit.
Right.
See?
But that made him more
And then
relatable.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, you look at him like he's Jim Jones from The Diplomats. He's this big time celebrity. Like, he got all this money, he can buy a new house, but it was the fact that the human side of him even went through that experience. Like, people could have died in their house. You know what I'm saying? They lost all of their worldly possessions, you know, family photos, you know, items that had sentimental value or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So that made him, that showed people like, damn, Jim Jones is not big enough to go through a catastrophe in his life.
Shit, everybody regular at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck
Yeah,
how
but
big
people
you
forget
get.
that though.
Yeah, shit.
When you got niggas like Black Youngster,
It be our cousin and shit, somebody know you got money.
and he got a fucking bedroom full of money, it's like you forget that they're regular people at the end of the day, so you gotta show that. You know what I mean?
Did you know what you wanted to do before New Age social media?
Yeah, because you gotta figure, when I was in prison, Instagram didn't even exist. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, yeah, I was just gonna say because it's like in the
Can't
difference
hold
of how you promote yourself now through
Yeah.
social media.
Yeah.
How did it differ when we didn't have Instagram?
Oh,
we didn't
I
have
see what
things
you're
like
saying.
that.
Yeah, so the grind was different because before I went to prison, it was like me and my guys, we had to actually go to CVS or Staples or something, and we had to like buy the blank CDs, the jewel cases, and then we had to sit in the basement and we had to burn them shits one at a time, and then we had to go out front of the grocery store or the gas station and be like, here goes my new CD.
Run
Please
up
give
on
me a-"
motherfuckers like
Would
that.
you leave it under people's windshield wipers?
I definitely did. I definitely did. We had to stand outside of the radio station for weeks, hoping and praying that maybe somebody would come out. You know what I'm saying? That we can. So with social media, it made it a lot easier. So I didn't have any idea about the social media advancement when I came home, but I learned it quick. And I said, oh, so this is a tool. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people on there playing, but this is a real tool. You know what I mean? That not just artists, but just people. Period. No matter what you do. You know what I mean? Regardless what type of, like, you can be a real estate agent, or you can be
No, she can't.
like any type of
Perception and make motherfuckers see something. They believe everything.
Yeah, because you can reach the entire world at one time in the click of a button. I thought that was amazing, and I was like, let me figure out the science of this shit. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people just post whatever they feel, but it's a science to it though. Because like I told you before, it's manipulation, it's psychological manipulation. So you can control the perception of people's minds and how they view you.
So you might say there's a science to it. So do you like the fact that now you can see the insight on Instagram? Like if you have your page set up as a brand, like whether you're a model or an artist, you're able to see how many people visit your page or how many impressions you get on each post that you have, and you can.
You pay $2 for that one.
Yeah, you can pay for promotion on Instagram.
And let me tell you why that's dope, because that's analytics. So now when you post, you can actually assess what's working and what's not working. You understand what I'm saying? So what's working, you want to do more of that and figure out how to enhance that. And what's not working, you want to do away with it. We couldn't do that before. It's like when we put something out there as an artist or model or whatever, it's like we had no idea of knowing or calculating or quantifying how many people were receptive to what we were doing.
You
But
got
now
a
we
lot of
know
eye hustles, and you got a lot of eye hustles.
Yeah.
Hey, but look, we gotta wrap it up, man.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, Peter Grams.
Peter Grams.
Glocks and skills. I'm a shooter, bitch. I might go to hell. I know some secrets that I never would tell. Cook ass nigga, come take a smell. Some of them niggas ain't send me no mail. I'm a shooter. I know you can tell my fire to look. What you say? What a nigga.
I don't know what to believe. I don't know. See niggas and bitches is niggas. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. See my girl when she cheated, when she tell a story. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. Oh, got trick up the sleeve. I don't know. Say she a virgin, the way that she fucking shit. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. She said she love me. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. These niggas and bitches can't trust me. I don't know. Chop on OG, not gon' fuck em. Fuck em, fuck. This is just the introduction. Welcome to Nellaville. Yeah. Hello world. Hello world. Hello. They call me me DP Nella. Hold up, one to your head if you disrespect it. Hold up, just for the thought you knew me better. Me, I just keep it simple. Never over gangster like these
Like
other
your
niggas.
name was 5 when you power bro. I ain't even know what the fuck was. I ain't know what to believe on that shit like that. Damn, man. The nigga say he 5, he ride the 5, but he power you already. I don't know what the fuck it means. You know what I'm saying?
Split it. How's the beat? Carolina, Montana. Swag. Trapping out the hood side, nigga. Yeah. Turn up. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. See niggas and bitches is niggas. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. See my girl when she cheated, when she tell a story. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. Hoes got trick up the sleeve. I don't know. Say she a virgin, the way that she fucking shit. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. She said she love it. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. These niggas and bitches can't trust. I don't know. Chop on OG Mac and fuck 'em. Fuck 'em, fuck 'em. This is just the introduction. Welcome to Nellaville. Yeah. Hello world. Hello world. Hello. They call me DP Nella. Hold up, one to your head if you disrespect it. Hold up, just for the thought you knew me better. Me, I just keep it simple. Never over gangster like these other niggas. Never fight for pussy, I just fuck the bitches. See these bitches taught me how to keep it pimpin'. I don't know what to believe. Niggas tell you anything. Let the chopper say, ooh, Eddie Kane. It was me and him, it goes either way. I just pray, I hope I keep it safe. Chopper stutter like an 808. You know I grew up down to Section 8. Jumped off the porch, I'm a 90s baby. Back when Brandon Stevens had the blood set. Deep in Pepper Tree apartment. Back when Surfer was like so. Rest in peace, my nigga, that's some trill shit. All I had was some money. Hey. And a real bitch. But yet again, who's real? I don't know what to believe. I don't know. See niggas and bitches is niggas. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. See my girl when she cheated, when she tell a story. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. Hoes got trick up the sleeve. I don't know. Say she a virgin, the way that she fucking shit. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. She said she love it. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. These niggas and bitches can't trust. I don't know. Chop on OG Mac and fuck 'em. Fuck 'em, fuck 'em. This is just the introduction. Welcome to Nellaville. Yeah. Boy, you can't shit the shit up. No record deal, independent. They told me it came with a Bentley. Ended up in the trap, yeah, the trenches. I got working at me, man. Hey, I'm the shit, pass the tissue. Hey, matter of fact, pass your sister. She funny game, rock, paper, scissors. Hey, DP don't fuck with these niggas. DP don't fuck with these bitches. See, niggas, they beef over pussy. They'll tell a lie just to get it. He told me he had it loud, but he came on show with the midget. She said that she keep a secret. But told my bitch when I hit it. I don't know what to believe. I thought she loved me for me. No wonder she screenshot my messages. She had a trick up her sleeve. I wouldn't even piss on these bitches. Molly codeine in my system. Kills me trapping down the woodside. Free my bleeding at my nigga. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. See niggas and bitches is niggas. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. See my girl when she cheated, when she tell a story. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. Hoes got trick up the sleeve. I don't know. Say she a virgin, the way that she fucking shit. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. She said she love it. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. These niggas and bitches can't trust. I don't know. Chop on OG Mac and fuck 'em. Fuck 'em, fuck 'em. This is just the introduction. I don't know. Yeah.
And then we back. It's gorgeous Vet D. Joe. Sunday night, 7 to 9, man. Check us out. We in this bitch.
Hopefully that message too much.
Hey, man.
Y'all know I'm just joking.
Rose, what you got for the news tonight, man? Fuck that.
Okay, so I know y'all like the little J's or whatever.
Jazz?
J's. Like weed, you know, like gas.
Oh, jazz. You sound like country on that.
And everybody has their drug of choice.
Ain't lying.
So, a man was caught with $10 million worth of fentanyl in his possession that was stuffed in fish fillets. Like vacuum sealed fish fillets. Y'all know what fentanyl is?
Yeah, that shit is killing people out there.
Not only is it killing people, it's stronger than heroin.
No, they put it in the heroin, they mix the shit up like
but I'm saying by itself, it's stronger than heroin.
But they mix it with it.
I know.
Yeah, ain't nobody hitting that by itself.
Some people
heard.
I
heard.
He heard because he was the one who was telling him.
Yeah, it's a strong opiate.
Yeah. So what do you think about his smuggling tactic? You think it was innovative or not enough because he got caught?
Man, shit, he got caught, but how much he got caught with?
$10 million worth?
If he got caught with $10 million worth of it.
Imagine how long he's gonna go to jail.
$90 million worth of it got over here. He got caught with $10 million. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no question about that.
Double cheeseburger.
And so y'all better watch y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna package right. The joke that we ran. I just need shorty gone. Shorty gone. Nah, that's real shit, man. Like they trying to follow the news. Now it's killing the white folks. So now they got, you know what I'm saying, they want to lock it down and all this other shit when it was y'all, like, for us. Same thing with everything, you know what I mean? Like, the AIDS and shit, I believe, like, it was for us to get, to die. But they saw, like, hitting us, not hitting us, but you know how it went. And then they started down all the shit.
It was supposed to be like the crack epidemic.
Yeah, but then they started getting the shit real heavy, so you know what I mean? Like, all the same shit. Everything, all that shit man-made shit, man.
Population tactics.
So that was on the news that they defended on.
Yeah.
That's what they told us. 10 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, speaking of drugs, everybody that is incarcerated for a marijuana-related offense, do you think they should be pardoned? Now that there are,
They should have never been locked up, first of all.
I mean, yes, I agree, but now that there are laws, being put out that say marijuana is, recreationalized or it's legal completely, do you think people who are in jail for these offenses should be released or pardoned?
Yes, I do. I mean, everybody got an opinion, like you got assholes. I do.
Yours stinks, though.
Huh?
Yours stinks.
Nah, I watch it.
She got the mic on that.
How the fuck you know you?
You said it's like everybody has assholes. I just made the comment.
Yours probably stink a little bit too.
My opinion is at least better than yours, but I'm listening to what you guys
that's
say.
not real shit, man.
Oh my God!
I ain't lying, goddamn. Like I'm the only one that added this. Everybody got one to make a long story longer. You know what I'm saying? Like it's opinion. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay.
I think they should, man. First of all, the white people get locked up for killing people.
Yeah.
And get probation.
Right.
So they say.
Mm-hmm.
And we get locked up for possession of marijuana.
15 to 20 years.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. I mean, like, marijuana ain't killing nobody. Hit you one. See, I smoke because my toe be hurting. And my name Bud.
You that type of nigga who go into the doctor and be like, hey, so I fell, right?
Man, my doctor, hey, listen, my doctor said,
it just be aching when it rains, and I think I need a marijuana card.
I've been smoking before that card came out. That's my excuse. Because I'm entertaining. That for you, I am. Nah, I ain't that type of guy. I do go to the doctor. I am that type of guy. I go get checked.
I'm glad to see you're serious about it.
Nah, real shit. Without no help, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a how much money you got. You can't spend this shit if you ain't got no good help. You know what I'm saying? So I go get checkups. Because I ain't no thyroid. I don't know if y'all know what thyroid gland is.
Thyroid?
No.
You know that means you're supposed to be on medication for the rest of your life, right?
You don't think I know? I take a pill every day, you know what I'm saying? But I call it a thermostat. I'm riding around the thermostat, so I overheat sometimes. Nah, real shit, so I gotta get checked for that every 6 months, and then, I mean, the physical and shit. But black males, man, go get checked out. Go get cars and shit, go get diagnosed. I'm gonna get diagnosed.
They go get their car checked.
They gonna get diagnosed on their car first before they go get a goddamn diagnosis on their own self. This is your engine right here. This is your car, man. Go get this shit checked out. I know you don't want to know if you got AIDS, but you been out here gambling.
Rolling the dice.
Put the head in right quick, Joe. But yeah, go get checked out, man, so you will know, you know what I mean, what your engine and car working about. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit, like.
Yeah. So what you put the head in a little bit?
Yeah, and then back to the shaft. Bop, bip, bip, bop, bip, bop, bip.
So you down to the shaft.
Floyd talking about getting in the octagon.
Oh yeah, Floyd Mayweather, they gonna beat the shit out of Floyd. I like Floyd. His first loss, but it ain't in you know what I'm saying?
Boxing MMA is like two completely
It's
different things.
it's 5 minutes around, first of all.
Yeah, they gonna get him. I mean,
And
I don't think he's
So,
gonna stand a
okay,
chance.
so do you think that that's going to be one of his like biggest losses when he
His
comes
biggest
back
loss
into his
and
career?
payday.
I was at the same time, he's taking that L on screen, but he getting paid.
But that's the thing though, that's one thing I do like about boxing or MMA. You get paid regardless if you win or if you lose. So you're really not a loser. You just look fucked up.
Well, that's Floyd.
Yeah, listen, motherfucker kick back
We talking Floyd.
his
Mayweather.
shins, you gotta use your shins in MMA, like these.
No, it's not even your shins. You gotta use your elbows.
These parts right here, you gotta build these up. Your calcium in your bones gotta be good. Man, that's right about there. Like this.
Saying some big payday for Floyd.
Speaking of MMA, what's it called?
Who he fighting? The same dude he
No,
fought?
I don't know.
I think he fight McGregor.
No,
Nah,
McGregor
but they
actually
did
said
say
he
something.
wanted
He
to
didn't
do
go
a
for
rematch with
He
him.
gotta do that, man. Slim fought him in the ring. He gotta do that.
I think Mayweather's gonna be like, fuck that nigga. I don't gotta do shit.
Nah, come on in my house.
But
Yeah, he was like, I can't be your house.
Wasn't
Yeah, he
McGregor
comes
in
out.
MMA before he was a boxer?
Huh?
Wasn't McGregor in MMA before he was a boxer? And that's
Yeah,
when they
he-
told him when
he
he fought
is.
Mayweather,
He was never
you
a
can't
boxer.
use
He's
any
never.
MMA.
Yeah, he was always an MMA
So
fighter.
then why was he
That was
fighting?
just the fight they put together.
Because so many people want
Because he
He
got boxing style. He got boxing
150 million
style.
for that fight. I mean, that's the biggest payday he ever had. So, I mean,
I mean, he tried to train a little bit, you know what I'm saying, before the fight, but, you know,
why not? Win or lose. He got 150 million.
like, yeah, that's more money in my pocket. He might whip my ass, but shit.
And Mayweather gets 600 million if he goes to the octagon and get his ass whipped.
Okay.
So what?
Oh yeah, it's
So-
MMA.
Yeah, right.
If
He got
And he's the biggest fight in
boxing.
MMA, so it's all money.
It's all money.
If people are getting their ass whooped, you know Ronda Rousey got her ass
I'm
whooped,
about to say,
right?
she didn't get
The
her ass.
white girl off
The
MMA,
white girl
that was talking all that shit.
She
She talking a lot of
left,
shit.
and
Got her
she
ass beat.
decided to go to WWE. So she now has a finalized contract, official contract.
WWE,
with
that's wrestling.
WWE. Yeah, that's wrestling.
She got tired of getting her
That's
ass.
acting. But I mean, like, people still get hurt. Don't get me wrong.
That's
It's
acting.
bullshit,
That's
like-
acting sport. Right. That's like the motherfucking acting teachers and shit. Like you acting, you got hurt and shit. That's like, man, Adrian Broner, he talk all that shit. He talk all that shit, Adrian Broner. That man gonna beat the shit out of him. I don't know why he ain't retired.
Still making money.
After that fight, he went like, pop, brush my head, pop. That nigga
Russ that one.
Yeah.
Russ that head
So you
right.
think she's gonna last a little bit longer because it's not
Yeah,
real?
because there ain't a whole lot of gorgeous women. See, I
No,
watch.
there's some gorgeous women.
I watch Glow. See, I a little young. I watch Glow, the gorgeous ladies of wrestling. That shit when it was all ladies and Hulk Hogan was about 13 and shit.
That sounds like the female NFL, the one that they do once a year. No, the lingerie football league. That's what it sounds like.
I want to stop coaching.
They might be looking good or whatever, but they be sacking bitches like they hit.
I ain't no bitch, so they don't sack me. I'm saying, but
Because they actually wear shoulder pads.
Yeah, they actually wear
right.
shoulder pads, mouth guards,
pads,
helmets.
yeah.
It's just that they were and like knee pads. But that's about it.
Yeah. And they got on like booties.
nah, that's some good shit right there. What else we got? What else?
No, we got one more. The Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, shout out to the Eagles.
It's okay.
I'm
I'm sorry. No. Don't nobody ask me
You act
my
like
team because neither one of them played in the Super Bowl.
It's
so
okay,
really
my
doesn't
team the
matter.
Redskins. We ain't making
No, I'm not
it.
listening to nobody talk shit about my team. I'm good.
Who's your
I'm
team?
okay.
They couldn't be that
P. Rich
I'm
was
okay.
Victoria's
As long as
Secret.
you're not about to say Cowboys.
I am about to say Cowboys.
Oh, shit, no, we gonna
That's what I'm
leave the
saying.
words
Just
out your
move
team.
on. Don't nobody give a fuck about my team. But
Take me outside, how about that?
Ooh.
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna overlook that in my professional ways. I'm just gonna put that to the side and say, "Rock, you get your shit together." So there was a whole bunch of riots after they won the Super Bowl, of course. But they're saying that, but they're saying that police didn't really take the riot seriously because most of the motherfuckers rioting were white. And so a lot of people are speaking out saying that the Philadelphia riots is pointing out to racial tensions and about all of us would
Oh,
be.
no question.
That's what they were
Makes
actually
down,
calling
takes
it,
down.
right? Yeah.
That, what they call it?
call it
What
something
they
else,
call
they
it?
did.
What the white people did?
It
What
wasn't
they
It
call
wasn't a
rioting.
riot. It was like
Yeah.
the after game celebration.
That's what they called it, right? They
Yeah,
called it
because they
something
never
else
did.
other than rioting.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm glad you.
But had it been all black,
Let it be the Washington Wizards and some black people.
Yeah, had it been all
after
black,
the
it's right.
championship,
Right.
that it would have
I'm
been
gonna say
done.
that shit happened here. So many people be dead and locked up right now.
Nah, yeah, right because of the police and shit.
Yeah, because they would have took it a whole different.
but like she said, because it was all mainly white people, they called it.
Like they was hopping up
After
on top of traffic lights, like you know the little things
So
that
they are monkeys. They really the
they really the monkeys.
No, yeah, skinny ass traffic, that little roof.
They really the monkeys.
Yeah, they did shit worse than riot. They did, and they called it something else other than
They
riot.
actually fucked that town up.
Yeah.
I'm about to do the
Exactly.
white people face. Fuck that.
The white people face.
The white face like they did the black.
You gonna look like a mime.
I'm still a nigga. Ugh. This motherfucker.
Yeah, it's white.
Hey, look, man. That's gonna be about it.
That's about all our time for
All
tonight.
right, man. It's Gorgeous Radio. Tune in every Sunday. My name Comedy Bud, and I've been spoken, and I've been spoken. I ain't lying.
That's your boy DJ J-Rock, you know.
Man, fuck your DJ.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Big head on this.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Yeah.
Red rocks on
Yeah,
you.
bro, got that rose stuck like Chuck in them.
It's your favorite co-host Rose, because you know you like me better than call me better. But it's okay.
Oh, shots fired.
Good night, y'all.
We both dark skinned, so you can do something
I'm not
with the
dark
ball.
skinned.
I said no.
I'm brown.
Oh,
Help me.
okay.
Help me.
That's a nice
Nigga.
Hey.
Who's that moving in the shadows? Going everywhere that I go. Knowing all the things that I know. I will never make it easy for you. Shadows, you just waiting for a slip up. Hoping that you get a come up. I won't open up a window for you. Shadows.
Catching up to me, got me feeling something from the past on my luxury. Grinding hard so my family living comfortably. It's like a tent and they renting my style on a monthly.